Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning to you all on this beautiful Monday morning. This morning I'm doing a quick vlog on appreciation. So I'm going to call today Appreciation Monday. Now, I want us all just to think at some point today about your own life and your own journey and where you are now in your life, in your journey. And rather than being self-critical, judgmental, on where you may be in your life now, I would like you all to stop, take a moment to just reflect on where you have been and where you are now. Okay? Now, talking from my own lived personal experiences, what I can share with you all is throughout my life, I believe now that I have been many different, how can I put this? Not different people, because I'm the same person, but I believe that I've had many personas in this body, in this Karen. For example, I'm not the same person I was when I was in my 20s. I'm not the same person I were when I was in my 30s. And I'm not that person that I was in my 40s. I believe that we change and evolve on a daily basis. And I also understand that I'm not the same Karen that I may have been yesterday. We evolve, we change. It's okay to say no to maybe once what was a yes. In our lives, we have to understand, get to the point of maturity as adults, to understand that it's okay to change our minds about things, anything. What once worked for us in our lives may not work for us. One morning we may wake up and say, actually, I don't want this in my life anymore. Just like that, out of the blue, but it's not out of the blue. The soul is always making changes. The soul is always striving for us to go forward. The soul always has our best interests at heart. Now, I know, looking back on my journey, there's been a lot, there has been a lot of pain, sorrow, there's been a lot of sadness, also happiness, but I understand that I spent many, many years from I was a teenager right up until I was 40 years old actually, in carrying lots of pain in me, which I was unaware of. A lot of resentment, anger through childhood stuff. And I had to get to a point in my life when I turned 40, which was 7 years ago. I'm 47, by the way. I'm very proud to say that as a woman. And I changed my life around when I hit 40. I had to make some serious life decisions because my life just wasn't working how I wanted it to. And I knew deep in my heart that my destiny was always meant to be a happy one. That's all. That's all I ever wished for as a child, was for one day to just have genuine happiness in my life. And I hung on to that and believed that one day I would have that. And I am now experiencing in my life my grace, which I believe we all get a period in our life where grace will come into our life if we allow it. Certain changes may need to be made, habitual habits being one of them, addictive, habitual things that we do in our lives. And a lot of the times we do things, it's because there's an underlying issues, whether it be childhood trauma, pain that we're holding on to. So today, getting back to where we are, I just want to say, let's have a Monday morning of appreciation for where we've come. Because I know in my life, I've been in some places, you know, where the light struggled to break through because it was so dark, so lonely, so dense. You know, so I've been through the fucking worst of it, believe me, and have come out the other end. So let's all give ourselves a big fucking pat on the backs today. Yeah, a big cuddle and a big pat on the backs for where we are today. Not where we was yesterday, not where we was 5 years ago, not where we was 10 years ago. We're not in them spaces anymore, okay? Let them go. Non-attachment. Remember, we're practicing non-attachment. When we hold on to scenarios, experiences, because that's all they are. Let's get this in perspective. Everything that happens in our life is just an experience. And it's how we rise up to greet our experiences is what gives us our outcomes, okay? It's the event, the response, and then the outcome. So we, as the masters, always can choose how we want to respond to experiences that happen in our lives. Now, when we were younger, things happened without our control. We had no say over it. And what I've seen in my personal experience, I held on to lots and lots of stuff from my childhood, right up until I was 40 years old, I believe. And didn't really realise why I was so in lots of areas of my life. It was because I was holding on to pain, okay? I had to do a lot and a lot more of inner work, to understand this Karen and why she is the way she is. And once I started working all that out, it became quite apparent that a lot of her addictive ways and the patterns in her life was to do with shit that happened many years ago. But I'm happy to say today I have let it all go. And today I have gratitude and love for who I am and how far I've come on my journey without self-criticism, without self-judgment. If your life today is not where you really want it to be, you as the master can change that, okay? Without being critical. Be gentle, be loving, be kind to yourself and start implementing the changes, even if that means making a little note today of what it is that you would like to change in your life. By looking at your life today as a day of appreciation, you will see how far you've come. And if you're totally honest with yourself, you will see what still needs to be done. Okay, so this is a Kickstart Monday morning. I'm coming to the end of my time. So I want to leave a little tidbit today. I'm going to ask you all, only a suggestion, remember, to practice attitude with gratitude. So today is Appreciation Day, attitude with gratitude. So get into the habit, give this a go, before you go to bed, of making a mental list of three things that you was grateful for throughout your day. Now, you may not even realize that you was grateful for these things. Like, it could be the most simplest of things, like You made yourself that banging cup of tea this morning, and when you took that first sip, you was like, ah, yes, appreciation. You walked to your local baker's today and you got the best fresh croissant, something to be grateful for. A stranger in the road passed you as you was getting on the bus, something to be grateful for. So let's get into the practice of attitude with gratitude and appreciation for where you've come, darling, and where you are today. Yeah, hold your head up high. Yeah, you're still here on planet Earth, part of humanity, which to me means you still have a contribution to put into this beautiful world. Okay, attitude with gratitude. Takes 21 days to form a new habit. So if you go to bed for the next 21 days, 3 things to be grateful for, at the end of 21 days, you, my friend, will be practicing an attitude with gratitude. I've gone over again. It's 1111, blessed angel numbers. Remember, attitude with gratitude, and take a moment to reflect where you've been, where you are, and how far you've come. Okay? No self-criticism, no self-judgment. Give yourself a big fucking pat on the back, okay? Because you're worth it. And I love you all, okay? I'll see you all tomorrow. I don't know what we'll be talking about tomorrow, but we'll be there, same time. Thank you, my lovelies. God bless you all. It's a beautiful day out there. Go outside, go in nature, breathe in some air, and have gratitude for your day and for your journey and for your life. Okay, you are all more than amazing. You are all more than enough. I love you all. God bless.